Hello guys, sisters and brothers, welcome to a new story. I hope you like this story and I hope there will be many comments and you press the like button because it is a very important thing. Why don't you post a video with your friends or family so that our family grows? Put your headphones on and go to a good place. And let's go enjoy with the story. The haunting melody of Willow Lake. In a secluded, forgotten corner of the world, nestled deep within a dense forest, there was a place called Willow Lake. Legends whispered of its grim past, but few dared to venture near the desolate shores, for they knew that those who came too close would hear a haunting melody that would forever change their lives. On the outskirts of Willow Lake, a small, dilapidated cabin stood like a sentinel of the past. It was said to be the home of the notorious Roderick family, who had lived there centuries ago. They were rumored to be practitioners of dark magic, and their sinister rituals had cast an eternal shadow over the lake and its surroundings. One moonless night, a group of friends seeking an adrenaline rush decided to camp by Willow Lake. Ignoring the ominous warnings of the locals, they pitched their tents, built a campfire, and settled in for the night. They told ghost stories, and laughter filled the air, creating an illusion of security in the heart of the ominous forest. As the clock neared midnight, the wind picked up, rustling the leaves like eerie whispers. The fire flickered, casting dancing shadows on the trees. And then they heard it, a faint, mournful melody, unlike anything they had ever encountered. The haunting notes grew louder, and the friends exchanged nervous glances. They followed the sound to the edge of the lake, where they discovered an old weathered piano half submerged in the water. Its keys were worn and broken, yet it played itself, its ethereal music resonating through the forest. Hypnotized by the haunting tune, one by one the friends approached the piano. As they touched the keys, their faces contorted with terror, and their fingers bled onto the ivory. The music grew more frantic, like the desperate cries of lost souls. In the moonlight, the apparitions of the Roderick family materialized, their twisted forms emerging from the shadows. With spectral hands, they beckoned the intruders to join their macabre dance. The friends, now ensnared by the malevolent melody, stumbled into the cold waters of Willow Lake, unable to resist the call of the Rodericks. Their pleas for salvation were drowned by the insidious music. As the last notes faded, the cabin door creaked open, revealing a ghostly figure that whispered, "Welcome to the family." Willow Lake, having claimed its latest victims, fell silent once more. The cursed melody faded, leaving nothing but the chilling memory of those who had dared to camp by its shores. The local legends lived on, warning travelers to steer clear of Willow Lake. But those who had witnessed the horror that unfolded there knew that the past could never truly be forgotten, and that the Roderick's sinister song would continue to haunt the souls of any who ventured too close. And so, the story of Willow Lake and the haunting melody that emanated from its depths lived on as a cautionary tale, ensuring that its dark history would never be erased and that the chilling terror it inspired would never be forgotten. Years passed, but Willow Lake remained shrouded in darkness and despair. The legend of the Roderick family's curse weighed heavy on the hearts of the townsfolk, and they avoided the forsaken place like the plague. Yet, in the quiet of the night, the lake's evil secret whispered to those who dared to listen. In a neighboring town, a young couple, Emily and Mark, moved into an old rickety house that had seen better days. They were drawn to the mysterious allure of Willow Lake, its history, and the chilling stories that surrounded it. Unaware of the horrors that had taken place there, they decided to explore the lake and unravel its mysteries. One overcast evening, Emily and Mark made their way to the sinister shores of Willow Lake. The air grew heavy, and the once silent lake came alive with a sorrowful, ghostly melody. They followed the eerie sound to an ancient tree where they found a locket buried in the dirt, glistening in the dim light. When Emily touched the locket, a shiver ran down her spine. Suddenly they heard a soft, forlorn voice whispering from the depths of the locket. It was the voice of a young girl pleading for help. Terrified and confused, Emily and Mark tried to open the locket, but it wouldn't budge. The whispers grew louder, and the apparitions of the Roderick family began to emerge from the shadows, their ghastly faces contorted in anguish. They reached out to Emily and Mark, their bony fingers clawing at the air. As the haunting melody grew more powerful, Emily and Mark found themselves pulled into the dark waters of Willow Lake. Desperate to escape, they clung to each other, but it was too late. The lake had claimed them, just as it had claimed countless others before. The Rodericks' mournful wails echoed through the night as the lake consumed the souls of the young couple, adding to the ever-growing chorus of despair that now lingered around Willow Lake. The curse of the Rodericks had once again taken hold, and the legend lived on, leaving the townsfolk with a chilling reminder of the price of curiosity. Willow Lake would forever be a place of sorrow and darkness, its haunting melody an eternal testament to the horrors that lay hidden beneath its deceptively calm surface. The townsfolk knew better than to venture near the lake, for the curse of the Roderick family was insatiable, and it would continue to claim those who dared to seek the secrets it held, ensnaring them in a never-ending nightmare of despair and torment. Years turned into decades, and Willow Lake's eerie reputation had spread far and wide. Few people dared to utter its name, and the sinister melody that emanated from its depths had driven many to madness. The curse of the Roderick family was far from finished. One dark and stormy night, Dr. Samuel Foster, a renowned psychologist, arrived in the nearby town. He had heard whispers of the haunted lake and was drawn to it like a moth to a flame. Driven by his relentless pursuit of knowledge, he was determined to uncover the truth behind the curse. As he approached Willow Lake, the tempestuous winds howled and the rain lashed at him. Thunder rumbled ominously, and lightning illuminated the shadows that clung to the trees. The lake appeared more foreboding than ever, and the haunting melody seemed louder, more tormenting. Samuel set up camp by the lake's edge, determined to face the curse head-on. He listened to the haunting music and was unshaken. As a psychologist, he believed he could unravel the mystery and dispel the curse that had plagued Willow Lake for centuries. For days, Samuel studied the locket he found, researching its history and the Roderick family's dark past. He was convinced that there must be a way to break the curse, to free the souls trapped by the malevolent melody. One night, as the chilling music played, Samuel finally discovered a way to open the locket. Inside, he found a tiny, tattered diary filled with the desperate writings of the Roderick girl, Isabella. Her words spoke of a forbidden ritual that had cursed the family and the lake. Samuel believed he could use this knowledge to confront the malevolent spirits and free the souls trapped in Willow Lake. Armed with the diary and a newfound determination, Samuel approached the piano in the water. He played a different, calming tune, hoping to soothe the restless spirits. For a moment, it seemed to work as the music softened, but then the lake roared in fury, and the Roderick family emerged more twisted and tormented than ever. As Samuel continued to play, the spirits' screams grew louder, their faces contorted in rage. It was a battle of wills between the psychologist and the malevolent force that had held the lake captive for centuries. The struggle reached a fever pitch as the storm raged on, and Samuel felt his own sanity slipping away. He couldn't give up. He was too close to breaking the curse. With all his strength, he played a final triumphant note, and the spirits shrieked in agony. In a blinding flash, the curse shattered, and the lake grew calm. The spirits of the Roderick family were no more, and the haunting melody was silenced forever. Exhausted and soaked to the bone, Samuel had succeeded in breaking the curse. Willow Lake, once a place of sorrow and darkness, was finally free from the torment that had plagued it for generations. But Samuel's victory had come at a great cost. As he stood by the now peaceful lake, he realized that the malevolent spirits had transferred their curse to him. His eyes, once full of curiosity and determination, now held a madness that would haunt him for the rest of his days. Willow Lake remained an enigma, a place of horror and despair that had claimed many souls. It was a chilling reminder that some mysteries were better left unsolved, and some curses, once broken, would find new vessels to torment, perpetuating the cycle of darkness and madness. As the years passed, Willow Lake appeared to regain its tranquility. The memory of the Roderick curse had faded, and the townsfolk began to breathe a sigh of relief. Dr. Samuel Foster, who had inadvertently inherited the curse, was confined to a remote asylum. The haunting melody had been silenced, but the true horror was yet to reveal itself. One chilly evening, a new family moved into the long-abandoned Roderick cabin near Willow Lake. Unaware of the dark history, they saw it as a quiet, picturesque retreat. The family consisted of Sarah, a loving mother, David, a diligent father, and their two children, Lisa and Ethan. They settled into the cabin, believing it to be their perfect, peaceful home. But as night fell, the echoes of the Roderick curse returned. The air grew heavy, and a haunting, ethereal melody seeped through the walls of their cabin, reaching deep into their dreams. Sarah and David were troubled by restless nights filled with nightmares. They were tormented by ghastly apparitions that whispered dreadful secrets and pleaded for salvation. Lisa and Ethan, once bright and cheerful, became pale and hollow-eyed, lost in the grip of the malevolent music. In a desperate attempt to save her family, Sarah ventured out to explore the lake, drawn by the cursed melody's enchanting call. She stumbled upon an old journal in the mud, the diary of Dr. Samuel Foster, which detailed the horrific struggles he had faced in breaking the Roderick curse. Sarah realized that the curse that had tormented the Roderick family, and then Samuel Foster, had now found new hosts in her family. In a panic, she attempted to replicate the ritual Samuel had used to break the curse. With trembling hands, she played the calming tune on the submerged piano in the dark waters of Willow Lake. For a fleeting moment, the malevolent spirits seemed appeased. The music softened, and the apparitions of the Roderick family retreated into the shadows. But as Sarah continued to play, the lake roared in anger, and the spirits re-emerged, their faces twisted with rage. The struggle grew more intense, and Sarah felt her own sanity slipping away. Desperate to free her family from the curse, she played a final, triumphant note, and the spirits wailed in agony. In an eerie, blinding flash, the curse seemed to break once more, and the lake grew calm. The malevolent spirits were gone, and the haunting melody was silenced. But as Sarah returned to the cabin, she realized the true horror of her actions. The curse had now claimed her, and her family's fate was sealed. Sarah's eyes held a madness that mirrored the torment she had endured. She understood that the Roderick curse was unbreakable, and it merely passed from one victim to the next. As the night descended, the chilling melody resumed, and the shadows of the Roderick family crept from the walls, filling the cabin with their ominous presence. Sarah, David, Lisa, and Ethan had become the new vessels for the curse, ensnared in an eternal nightmare of darkness and despair. Willow Lake, forever haunted by the malevolent Roderick family, stood as a testament to the unbroken curse that would continue to claim the souls of those who dared to come near. Its chilling melody, now stronger than ever, echoed through the night, a grim reminder that some horrors could never truly be silenced. As the cursed echoes of Willow Lake continued to torment its latest victims, the world outside remained oblivious to the darkness that clung to this forsaken place. The Roderick curse, unbroken and relentless, persevered through generations, finding new vessels for its torment. Willow Lake, once a picturesque retreat, was now an eerie realm of despair, a place where the living and the dead were forever intertwined in a nightmarish dance. The chilling melody that had plagued the lake's shores for centuries persisted, a haunting reminder that some curses could never be vanquished. In the end, the tale of Willow Lake serves as a grim warning to all who seek to uncover the secrets of the past. Some mysteries are best left undisturbed, for delving too deep can awaken malevolent forces that have the power to ensnare, torment, and ultimately consume those who dare to venture too close. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the haunted depths of Willow Lake. We hope this spine-tingling tale kept you on the edge of your seat, your heart pounding with fear. If you've enjoyed this haunting story and would like to explore more bone-chilling tales, consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to click that notification bell to stay updated with our latest terrifying content. Your support helps us continue to bring you stories that send shivers down your spine. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts about Willow Lake and what other terrifying tales you'd like to hear in the future. Until next time, remember to keep the lights on, lock your doors, and never venture into the unknown, for the darkness is always lurking, waiting to claim its next victim. Stay safe and stay scared. Goodbye.